Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à ILT Ishita's Language Tuitions. The topic that we have selected today is les pronoms relatifs. Okay, so the relative pronouns. Les pronoms relatifs are connectors. Okay, they are nothing but connectors. Okay, they link relative clauses to main clauses so that you don't have to repeat subjects and objects. How irritating it would be to repeat the subject. For example, that man, or I can say, the man is wearing a yellow shirt. The man is my boss. Either saying the man is wearing a yellow shirt, the man is my boss. You could say the man who is wearing a yellow shirt is my boss, so that you don't have to repeat the subjects and objects. Okay, so for the same purpose, to avoid repeating the objects and subjects, we use 4 relative pronouns. Okay, so let's look at these relative pronouns. So the 4 relative pronouns are qui, que, ou, and dont. Okay, repeat after me. Qui, que, ou, don't. Okay, ou, don't. Ça va? Okay, so let's one by one see where are these relative pronouns used. Coming to the first relative pronoun, qui. So qui equals subject. The simple theory, if we follow that qui replaces subject, qui equals subject, we can easily remember what qui replaces, what que replaces, what ou replaces, and what don't replaces. So first, qui. So qui replaces the subject of the subordinate clause. Qui replaces the subject of the subordinate clause, whether it's a person or a thing. So let's take an example quickly. J'ai un fils, il joue au tennis. So I have a son, he plays tennis. So instead of these two sentences, we can combine them into one. Okay, so instead of using j'ai un fils, il joue tennis, we could simply say j'ai un fils qui joue au tennis. So instead of il, instead of repeating il, we used qui. So j'ai un fils qui joue au tennis. Here's another look at an example. Le médecin fait des visites à domicile et je le connais. So, le médecin fait des visites à domicile et je le connais. So, the doctor makes home visits, and I know him. So, instead of using the doctor and him, we could combine them saying Je connais le médecin qui fait des visites à domicile. So I know the man who makes home visits. Okay, so simply this helps us to join two sentences. Okay, two sentences, and it simply replaces the subject. Okay, so in the first example itself, we see j'ai un fils, il joue au tennis. So which is the subject here? The subject is il, right? And we are replacing il. So we are replacing il with qui. Okay, we are replacing il with qui. In the second example, which is the subject? Le médecin fait des visites à domicile et je le connais. Okay, so here our subject is le médecin, and we are replacing le médecin with qui. So je connais le médecin. Instead of le médecin, here we are putting qui fait des visites à domicile. So some of you might have the question how to identify a subject in a phrase. To identify a subject, you can simply ask who or what before the verb. Okay, simply ask who or what before the verb. All right, who or what before the verb. So in the first example, j'ai un fils, il joue au tennis. Who plays tennis? Who plays tennis? Un fils. Son fils, basically his son. So we get the answer here. J'ai un fils. Okay, pardon. In the second example, le médecin fait des visites à domicile et je le connais. Qui fait des visites à domicile? Pardon. Qui fait des visites à domicile? Who makes home visits? Le médecin. So our subject is le médecin. I hope it is very clear. Let's move on. Remember that qui doesn't always mean who when it's a relative pronoun, okay? So for example, we have voici le livre était sur la table. Okay, so this is the example which we have. Voici le livre était sur la table. So how to identify the subject here? What was on the table? Le livre, okay? What was on the table? Le livre. Simply you ask the question what before the verb. Était is our verb. So we got the answer, we got our subject le livre, and we can replace it. So we can say voici le livre. Instead of le livre here, second time we will use voici le livre qui était sur la table. Ça va? The subject of the second sentence is le livre, so when combining the two sentences into one, it becomes qui. Alright? Okay, I hope qui is very clear. Qui equals subject. Okay, this is very, very, very important. Remember this. Moving on, que. Que equals direct object. So que replaces the direct object in a relative clause, whether it's a person or a thing. Now it replaces direct object. We have to remember that. So le médecin fait des visites à domicile et je le connais. So this, if we remember, this is the same example from the previous slide. This example we are taking again. Why are we taking this example again? Because we know le médecin is the subject. So what is the direct object here? Direct object here is le. Okay, le is the direct object. Now some of you might be thinking how to identify the direct object. Okay, to identify the direct object, we need to ask who or what, just like the previous slide, but who or what after the verb. Okay, that was before the verb, this is after the verb. Okay, so je le connais, I know him, I know whom, I know the doctor. Okay, je le connais qui is nothing but who in French. Okay, so je connais qui, I know whom or I know who, the doctor. So we got an answer that le is our direct object pronoun. Now if you want to replace this, it will become le médecin. Instead of le, here we'll write que. Le médecin que je connais fait des visites à domicile. So the doctor whom I know does house calls. Okay, or does house calls, yeah. Alright, I hope this is clear. Pardon. I hope this is clear. The above sentence with two independent clauses is perfectly grammatical, but there's another way to say it, combining them into a main and relative clause. Okay, we already saw it. So this is the difference between qui and que. So in the same sentence, we can make either we can replace the subject or we can replace the direct object. If we are replacing the subject, we use qui. If we are replacing the direct object, we use que. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, finally moving forward to ou, which is my personal favorite. So as a relative pronoun, okay, as a relative pronoun, ou means both where and when. So it means where as well as it means when. So we need to see that it combines two clauses that are related in space or time. This is something really important to be remembered. Okay, related in space or time. So when we are talking about space, it will be where, and when we are talking about time, it will be when. Okay, so let's quickly directly come to the example. Par exemple, il range ses jouets, voici la caisse. Okay, il range ses jouets, voici la caisse. Okay, so he basically arranges his toys, and here is the box where he keeps his toys. Okay, so you can, here we are directly indicating a place. So where does he arrange his toys? He arranges his toys dans la caisse, okay, in the particular box. So the answer becomes voici la caisse où il range ses jouets. Simply you have to put où in the middle. Okay, we are not replacing anything. Unlike qui and que, we are just bringing two sentences together. One more example. J'ai vu un ours au parc. Le parc est tout près. So I saw a bear at the park. The park is very near. I saw a bear at the park. The park is very near. So again, here we are talking about the place. So on peut dire le parc où j'ai vu un ours est tout près. Okay. Pardon. Le parc où j'ai vu un ours est tout près. Okay, so the park where I saw a bear is very near. So if we notice, in the second statement we are replacing the place. The place is le parc, so we are replacing it. Okay, so unlike I said before that you don't replace anything, you do. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Okay, so it depends from situation to situation. Okay, moving forward to ou when we are talking about the time. Okay, so we'll directly come to the example given here. Par exemple, samedi c'est le jour où je rends visite à mes parents. Okay, so here directly two sentences. Which are the two sentences? Samedi est le jour je rends visite à mes parents à samedi. So Saturday is the day when I visit my parents. So here again the time was there, that's why we used ou. Tout allait bien jusqu'au moment où j'ai vu le panneau. So everything was going well till the moment I saw the board. Okay, so again the time. On se baigne beaucoup pendant les mois où il fait chaud. So we take a bath. We take a bath many times when it is hot outside. Okay, when summers are going on basically. So again, here we are talking about the time. If we simply see the phrases, we can identify the time. Say le jour, the time. Jusqu'au moment, till the moment, again we can see the time being indicated. Beaucoup pendant les mois, during the months, again the time is being indicated. So simply we know it will be ou. Okay, And finally, moving on to the last relative pronoun, dont replaces the preposition de. Okay, it simply replaces the preposition de plus a person or thing and serves as the object of relative clause. Okay, so if we see par exemple, voici le livre, tu as parlé de ce livre. So de is there and a thing is there. So de ce livre will be replaced with dont. Okay, dont. So the answer will be voici le livre dont tu as parlé. Okay, and this will be cancelled. This will be cancelled. So voici le livre dont tu as parlé. Dont is nothing but of which. In English, of which. So here is the book of which you were talking about. J'ai peur d'une seule chose, le noir. Again, d'une seule chose, the plus a thing. Okay, so the answer will be le noir et la seule chose dont j'ai peur. Et la seule chose dont j'ai peur. All right. Ça va? Okay. Okay, so here we come to the end of les pronoms relatifs. I agree that while solving exercises, there will be instances where you all will get confused, won't get the right answer, have a number of doubts, because relative pronouns, when it basically actually when it comes to qui and que, it creates a lot of confusion. But I just want you all to follow the simple rules laid out by me, and I hope that will help you. But still, if you'll have confusion or doubts anywhere, I am right here to solve those doubts of yours. Okay, one more thing, les pronoms relatifs, the relative pronouns, require a lot of practice, and solve as many exercises as you all can, and I'll be glad to help you all with the doubts from those exercises as well. Okay, au revoir.